Dear students, this is part second of this chapter. Here in this lecture we will be discussing what are bases and what are their chemical properties. Bases. A base is an oxide or hydroxide of a metal. For example, we have sodium oxide, sodium hydroxide, copper second oxide and copper second hydroxide, etc. It reacts with an acid to form salt and water. For example, copper oxide plus sulfuric acid gives copper sulfate plus water, and this process is known as neutralization. Alkali. So what is alkali? It is actually a base that is soluble in water. When a base is soluble in water, it is known as alkali. For example, an alkali sodium hydroxide, when dissolved in water, it forms sodium Na positive ions and OH negative ions. So an alkali is a soluble base that produces hydroxide ions in water, such as sodium hydroxide. So what is the difference between a base and an alkali? We have copper second hydroxide is a base, but it is not an alkali. This is because it is insoluble in water and hence cannot produce hydroxide ions in water. So is this true? All alkalis are bases, but not all bases are alkalis. So we have bases and alkalis. Some bases are alkalis, whereas some alkalis are bases. So what are alkalis? This can be known by their chemical properties. So alkalis have a bitter taste and soapy feel. They turn red litmus to blue and react with acids to form salt and water. For example, we have sodium hydroxide NaOH. It reacts with hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, to form sodium chloride, that is salt, and produces water as a byproduct. Similarly, potassium hydroxide reacts with sulfuric acid to give potassium sulfate and water. Alkalis react with ammonium salts to form ammonium gas. This ammonium gas to form ammonia gas. This ammonia is acidic in nature and turns red litmus paper to blue. Ammonia gas is very soluble in water and gives out a pungent smell that is known as ammonia smell. For example, we have sodium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. It gives sodium chloride, that is a salt, plus water and plus ammonia. Similarly, we have calcium hydroxide. It reacts with ammonium chloride to form calcium chloride plus water, and also ammonia is released as a gas. So at the last we have uses of bases. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are used in making soaps. Ammonium solution is used in window cleaners. Magnesium hydroxide is used in toothpastes to neutralize the acid that is produced by the bacteria within the tooth. Calcium hydroxide, that is slaked lime, is used to neutralize acids found in acidic soil. Some commonly used alkalis are sodium hydroxide, that is having chemical formula NaOH, potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, calcium hydroxide, that is CaOH whole twice, and ammonium hydroxide, that is ammonia NH3, or in aqueous form it is ammonium hydroxide, whereas